really upload it in a minute. I don't remember exactly how long it was. Oh crap. Hold up. Oh yeah, that's rough. I didn't realize it's been that long. I should do something about that. That's right, guys. It's me, your favorite small YouTuber who randomly decides to disappear for a month. About that. I just kind of wanted to take a little break. I guess if I had known it was gonna be a goddamn month, I should have said something. But whatever. I guess it only matters that we're back now, and coming off kind of an emotional divisional round. I ain't even gonna lie. I think we all cried when we saw Drew Brees take one last look at the Superdome. But we're not exactly here to talk about Drew Brees though, because I'm gonna do my picks for the conference championships next weekend. It's a little early considering some of the storylines, but whatever. I just decided I'd finally freaking come back to YouTube for once in my life. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try and go into a lot of detail here. Only two games. And so I want to make a decently not 4-minute video or whatever. I'll try to pour out as much of my knowledge and opinions as I can. So yeah, we're gonna start on the left side of the screen here with the Bills at the Chiefs for the AFC Championship. Now, this one, I'm not gonna say it's solely dependent on if Patrick Mahomes plays, but I mean, Chad Henne, I don't know how to pronounce his last name because the guy is freaking irrelevant, but he did save the Chiefs, and he did prevent us from having a Bills-Browns AFC Championship, which would have been the final indicator that 2020 was strange. But yeah, enough about Chad frickin' Henne in 2020. Sorry, I'm gonna be like a lot because I haven't recorded a video in a month. But yeah, the Bills, I feel like even though they've made it all the way back to the AFC Championship for the first time since the 90s, probably the 90s, I don't know that off the top of my head, but I'm imagining that's how long it's been. They get back to the AFC Championship for the first time in so long, and I feel like they're still kind of slept on. I mean, obviously, Josh Allen is finally getting the recognition he deserves for the year he's had. He'll be like top 4, top 5, should be top 3 in MVP voting, but I don't know if he's guaranteed to be up there. This offense has been outstanding. Stephon Diggs had a career year, but don't be sleeping on Cole Beasley. I mean, even though he didn't quite reach that 1,000-yard mark during the regular season, he was still one of the best receivers in the NFL this year, and he was battling injuries, and obviously Allen had to be getting the ball to Stephon Diggs. That defense is not, like, as good as it has been, but it's still a pretty good group. Obviously, you've got the defensive backs. We all know what they can do. We've got Teron Johnson, who had a 106-yard pick six, 101 yard. I don't know how many it was, but it was a really good play, picking off Lamar Jackson for a touchdown. And that was one of the main reasons why they were able to not get upset by the Rams. But yeah, this Bills team is looking like a real juggernaut, and they could pull this off. But on the other hand here, we've got the Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning Super Bowl champs. They've been to the AFC title game 3 years in a row now. 3? Yeah, that's right, because it was like Patriots-Jaguars 4 years ago. Gotta imagine that in 2021. But yeah, Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know if I said this in my last predictions video because it was over a month ago, but you gotta start looking at this Kansas City offense at a historical level. They're so good. And, I mean, obviously, this offense can take on anything. It's going to be a real problem, though, if Patrick Mahomes can't play. Obviously, he got the concussion. He's the heart and soul of his team, and that doesn't even need to be said by me. But in the end, I'm going to assume that Mahomes toughs it out, plays this game, and leads the Chiefs to their second Super Bowl berth in a row. Give me a final score of like maybe 34 to 30ish. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be a really, really good game. But I honestly would not be surprised. The Chiefs, at least the Chiefs to me, they're just in a whole nother tier with the rest of the league below them. But the Bills are pretty damn close to being in that spot. They're an amazing team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they pull this off. Now moving on to the NFC Championship game. We've got, once again, another Senior Bowl in between quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are going to face off for the NFC title. And I don't think that was something we were ever anticipating to see. But we got to talk about the defenses of these two teams, especially Tampa Bay. They played really well last night when they beat the Saints. They had 4 takeaways. They picked off Drew Brees 3 times, and what's his name? I literally forgot the dude's name. Isaiah Winfield Jr. Is that even his name? I don't know. I straight up forgot this dude's name. I'm sorry. But that dude, he stripped it from Jared Cook, forced a fumble. And I think they got almost all of their points off of New Orleans turnovers. At least a large amount of them, which is really good. But this Packers team is absolutely amazing. They're on fire right now, especially Aaron Rodgers. The defense is looking great. To go along with Devontae Adams on the receiving core, they've got a great cast, a supporting cast of pass catchers. Robert Tonyan, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Aaron Jones could sometimes even get going in the receiving game. And yeah, this is an amazing team. This should be a defensive battle, but in the end, I'm going to have the Packers taking this win here. I mean, outside of the one, they've really only had one bad game all season. That's when they lost to the Buccaneers, actually, by 28 back in, like, November, and Rodgers had 2 interceptions. But that was their worst game of the season, and ever since that, they've just been really good, even in the games they've lost. So, there you have it. That sets up a Chiefs-Packers Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say who I would have winning it, but that team's from Missouri. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my first video back. It was pretty short, but what can I do when there's only 2 games? Okay. I think I'm gonna go, like, pre-record a crap ton of other videos, though. So, we gonna be back on that grind soon. See ya.